has a really beautiful glowing blue globe in the background of the universe.
It's very different because you can make use of the entire volume of the space you're in. So your floor can become your ceiling, or the wall can become your floor. So you can basically turn around and your orientation will change completely. And using my life story as an example of how my passion for space and entrepreneurship came together, and one facilitated the other one. And then I had a video which I hope you will enjoy at the end, that will tell you a lot more about my experience. Some of you may have been at the previous PGN event in Harvard Business. We had lots of money back there. You know, the company was growing and owed a lot of money, and because we didn't have venture capitalists, we basically used our savings to start the company. He is finding a solution, tells us the weather, helps us predict it, helps us, saves lives by predicting some of the changes in our atmosphere. And recently, a lot more has been happening in the area of using this technology to help people who don't have access to medicine, to education, and a lot of things that can be delivered through different means to them remotely. So it does play a big role in our life, and if we were to shut down all the technology that uses space technology, I think we will be not able to function properly.
For maybe
The oldest part of the castle is this tower. It's the donjon. We call it the donjon, and it's a kind of, a tower they lived in, and it was built along the river.
Like here on university or, these places that are government places, yes, that's all right. But, I don't know.
And gold. And it's, Mr. Honest did it, and he got an enormous fight with the is Johannes. He is a bird. No, that's the bird, sorry. That's Johannes, and that's Lucas, and he is a Taurus.
We want to also look at the role of the media, because the way that the media projects women and the way that the media can showcase the successes of women has an important way on changing mindsets.
In the Middle East and in Italy, began to have modern education, and by the end of the 20th century, we see the number of women at many of the Middle Eastern universities, including Iran, now exceeds that of men. So, and this is really the basic source of why I am very happy.
And you can also see the literacy rate, the yellow one, which has gone up very importantly. And then, of course, the rural population is decreasing. Only less than 30% of Iranians now reside in rural areas.
So now we are trying to work on the cooperation on social development and legal development. So we are trying to focus on the behavior of the actors within the justice system.
Maternal mortality, again, as you can see in Afghanistan, it's very, very high, 1,800 number of deaths per 100,000 births. Tajikistan, again, is comparing worse than its regional average. Iran a bit better.
These laws are in a society where more than 65% of university students are female.
If factors of empowerment improve, does that mean that the situation improves actually?
My perspective on the topic at hand is human rights. I'm very mindful of PGN's no politics, the anti-military policy, but I find it very difficult to avoid.
You just realize how important NGOs are in Iran, from our samples. Under individual family challenges and matters come up the most with the husband and with duties at home and children, the husband's family. and then scientific, which really sort of addresses educational problems.
There is huge emphasis on the fact that there is disproportionate burden by women, because women in many developing countries are in.
So people do come, and we do this together with a local NGO who actually facilitates the entire meeting. So while we're having the discussion, you do see who is active in the discussion, who participates most actively, to take them to capitals, to take them to the ministries, to people with powers, decision makers.
The thing which comes from Iran comes from Tehran, Northern Boulevard, from Shariati to Balajan. But it's not like that. And you see here, this is one of the publishers I interviewed. She's a very traditional woman, very Chavez.
civil society of North and South with respect and keeping them as equal. I think
we do have a 19th century, whatever century agenda that says the underlying structure should somehow be disconstructed or whatever.
Stories by being who we are. So I try to take one modest step in that direction by saying that we can start our own, the Iranian community can start its own resources.
Small mobile phones have made big changes possible. We need to take it one step further.